The triangle slave trade was a brutal system that specifically targeted the Black Hebrew Israelites, with up to 95% or more of enslaved Africans being Hebrews, directly descended from the biblical ancient Israelites. This forced relocation of millions of Hebrews to and from the Americas had a profound impact on their identity, culture, and heritage. In the ancient kingdom of Judah, located in present-day Ghana, the people proudly identified as Hebrews, tracing their lineage back to the biblical tribe of Judah, says Rabbi Kohain in the Hebrews of West Africa. Their cultural and religious practices reflected this heritage, with circumcision, dietary laws, and sacrificial rituals similar to those of ancient Hebrews, says Joseph J. Williams, in his book Hebrewisms of West Africa, DNA studies have confirmed this connection, with many members belonging to haplogroups E, 1b1a, J, and G, which research suggests are associated with the ancient Israelites, as stated by Dr. Stephen G. Ellis, in genetic studies on the ancient Israelites similarly, the Igbo people of Nigeria claimed a Hebrew identity with linguistic and cultural ties to the ancient Hebrews, according to Dr. Chinedu Nwabunwana. In the Igbo and the Hebrews, DNA analysis has revealed a strong genetic affinity to the ancient Israelites, with a significant percentage belonging to the same haplogroups, says Dr. Catherine M. Coop, in DNA analysis of the Igbo people in Ethiopia, the Beta Israel community had practiced Judaism for centuries, with a rich cultural heritage and historical connections to the ancient Hebrews, according to Richard L. Rubenstein. The Jewish presence in Africa DNA analysis has confirmed their connection to the ancient Israelites, with similar haplogroups found in their population. Dr. Ephraim Isaac, The Beta Israel, a study of their Jewish identity today. Many Black Americans are reclaiming their Hebrew heritage, with DNA studies confirming their connection to the ancient Israelites. Research has found that a significant percentage of Black Americans belong to haplogroups E1, B1a, and J, which are associated with the ancient Israelites, according to Dr. Rick Kittles in Y chromosome haplogroups in African American men. The history and heritage of the Hebrew people in West Africa and the African diaspora are a testament to the resilience and strength of a people who have faced centuries of oppression and erasure. As Malcolm X once said, of all our studies, history is best. Next, we will discuss Esau and the Edomites. Who are the ancient Edomites today? Uncovering their modern descendants can be simple if you know where to look. The Edomites, an ancient civilization, once flourished in the region southeast of the Dead Sea. Their legacy lives on through their genetic, linguistic, and cultural impact on modern populations. Studies reveal that Edomites carried haplogroups J1, J2, and E1b1b, common in ancient Near Eastern populations. Today, these haplogroups are found in high frequencies among Ashkenazi Jews, Greeks, Italians, and Spaniards. Linguistic connections also exist, as modern languages like Yiddish, Ladino, and some Mediterranean languages retain features from ancient Edomite dialects. Archaeological findings and geographical records confirm Edomites' presence in the region and trade connections with neighboring areas. Genealogical research and haplogroup analysis suggest the following. Ashkenazi Jews are 40 to 50% J1, 20 to 30% J2, and 10 to 20% E1b1b. Greeks are 30 to 40% J2, 20 to 30% J1, and 10 to 20% E1b1b. Italians are 20 to 30% J1, 20 to 30% J2, and 10 to 20% E1b1b. Spaniards are 20 to 30% J2, 10 to 20% J1, and 10 to 20% E1b1b. Based on DNA, linguistics, archaeology, geography, and genealogy, the modern populations with a 90% or more match to Edomites are likely the Ashkenazi, Jews, Greeks, Italians, particularly southern Italians, and Spaniards and Portuguese. Based on research, these populations retain a significant genetic, linguistic, and cultural legacy from the ancient Edomites. A few references include The Edomites by John Bartlett, Genetic Studies on the Ancient Israelites by Dr. Stephen G. Ellis, and Ashkenazi Jewish Genome by Behar et al. Lastly, the prophet Isaiah says, "For the Most High God will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased." Share, like, subscribe, comment.